Welcome to Greeno's Family Garage. Like my new shirt? See? Even on the back. Look good? Kind of cool. Anyways, what I want to do today is show you how to take that locking lug nut off of your car. And what we're going to do is we're going to do it the way I don't prefer to do it. This is the least expensive way if you don't break the socket. We're using a regular 12 point, and in this case we're using a 15/16 deep well socket. Okay, we're just gonna jam that over the nut, the locking lug nut. It's supposed to lock, right? And this can be used on many types of locking wheel nuts, locking lug nuts. We're just gonna take it and we're gonna, yeah, could it break the socket? It could, but remember, you didn't want to go buy that tool. You didn't want to go buy that special socket. This happens to be a 15/16, and this is a Mick-Guard wheel nut. But I'm not saying that all 15/16 will work on that. But what we're going to do, and we're going to hit it on there nice and tight. Okay. There. So, should be on tight enough. This is what I'm going to use. I'm just going to use a long ratchet. It has a long handle on it. That's good enough. Certainly my vehicle is on the lift right now, but you can do it while it's on the ground, okay? Because you're just taking off one of the lug nuts, not all of them. Don't take all of them off on the ground, okay? But you can take one of them off, or you can lift it up a little bit and let the tire still be sitting on the cement or a solid surface. But we're going to take this, see if this lug nut will come off. If it doesn't, I think it's going to, but if it doesn't, what we're going to do is we're going to hit it on there a little harder, okay? But I'm going to get a nice, steady pull on that, on this ratchet, this long-handled ratchet, okay? A nice, steady pull. I'm not going to jerk it, and I'm not going to just give it a big yank, okay? Nice, steady pull. So let's watch this. Let's see how it goes. I feel it coming off. I think we got it. This is how easy it is to take off a locking lug nut or wheel nut, whatever you want to call it. So look at that. It's off. So now you're probably saying, Steve, how are you going to get, you just jammed that 15/16 socket over top of that locking wheel nut. How are you going to get that out, right? 3/8 extension, okay? Here's the, and it'll fit in that 1/2-inch drive hole for that socket, and it'll stand up pretty reasonably straight. I'm going to take my hammer. Now, I'm going to make sure that my hand is a little lower than that socket, because I really don't want to, if I miss or if I come down and hit and the hammer comes down here, I don't want that pinch point, okay? But all I'm going to do is going to hit it a few times. And a few more times. It might take a few. And there it goes. You heard it go. I've got to go and find it now. But it's now out of the socket. 12-point socket for taking off a locking wheel nut, a locking lug nut. Very effective, pretty quick. The only problem is you might ruin your socket. But in a pinch, there's a way to take it off. Let's make sure that you torque your lug nuts when you put that wheel back on, including the locking lug nuts. Know your torque specs, have a good torque wrench. There'll be a link down below in the description with some of the tools, etc. And with that, I would ask that you like this video, that you subscribe to the channel. I want to thank you for watching, and with that, court's adjourned.